Well, welcome back. It's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling, and my guest for this segment is Scott Meadows with Venture Realty Group.
Venture Realty Group, that's correct.
Venture Realty Group. Now, that
Yes.
has an interesting name and concept to it. Tell me about Venture Realty.
Well, Venture Realty Group is a little different than your typical real estate agency. Just like every other agency, we can do residential purchases and sales of single-family residences and multifamily, which includes, duplexes, triplexes, quads, and apartment complexes. So we can do all that just like every other agency. What differentiates us is we don't just, when we work with our investors, we don't just act as a transactional coordinator. We actually act as a investment consultant after the sale. So we actually help our clients get into the business, the right way, find a cash-flowing positive property, and actually consult with them, help them get their first tenant in there, and make sure they've covered all their legal bases.
Do you also do property management by chance?
That is one of our long-term goals. But
One of your long-term
at the
goals.
current time, we do not do property management.
So it's venture investment is what we're looking at. People that are looking to buy a second house as an investment, put a renter or a multi-family unit.
Yes.
How about commercial? You guys do commercial?
And we do not at this time do commercial.
Okay.
We're a relatively new company, and we have a lot of long-term aspirations. but-
Well, that's okay. That's what growth's all about, Scott.
Exactly.
How long you been in this business? Tell me a little bit. How'd you get started?
I actually got started in investing in 2004, so 11 years ago.
Okay.
I was only 27 at the time. Decided to purchase a rental property after we purchased our primary residence. So we were actually able to pull some money out of our primary residence, put it down on a property, and actually make a little bit of money every month, even in 2004.
I was going to say the market was getting pretty tense back then, wasn't it?
So yeah, if you can do it in 2004, you can do it in 2015, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So we actually, a year later, when I saw values just get absurd, I kind of thought it seemed unsustainable to me. So we actually sold that property, and in 1 year we made over $100,000. Just the easiest money I'd ever made in my life.
Yeah.
I was hooked.
Okay.
So
you got back in the market then?
yeah, I stayed out of the market for a while. I started a business, going into something else. It was actually a motorcycle accessory business, and that turned out to be a terrible mistake. So I lost a lot of the money I made, and I decided to go back into what I was good at, which was real estate. I got my broker's license, worked for a company, and then shortly after that went out on my own and started Venture Realty Group last year.
Okay. So I got to ask you, how's the market right now? In 2004, and we know the market went way up, and then the bubble burst. But it's come back now, hasn't it, Scott?
Somewhat.
Yeah?
Yeah, we are not to 2005 prices yet.
Okay.
We're-
What about lenders? What's okay? And what you do, I assume that you also help find lenders for your clients, right?
Yeah, we have lenders that we work with.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. So if somebody comes to us that does not have their own preferred lender, we have people we can send them to.
Okay.
Lending is extremely conservative right now, overly conservative, most people would say. But it is possible, despite what everybody hears, it is possible to buy a house, and it is possible to buy an investment property still.
It is.
Yes,
Good.
and you do not need a big, giant bank account to do it.
Really?
Yes.
So the average person that is looking for something that maybe has a little bit set aside could find, okay, I've got a little bit set aside and I want to invest. How long before I start making money?
That's the issue. Well, you come in with some money.
Yeah.
You could have a giant retirement account and you could borrow against that, or diversify from the stock market into real estate and just buy property with cash. Or you could leverage 20% down and the bank will loan you the other 80%. And then many times, every client we work with, we recommend that they actually have cash coming in right after closing or as soon as they get their first tenant in there.
You're looking, for your clients, you're looking to see to it that they actually have, cash flow coming back to them.
Cash flow coming in, yes. Otherwise, there's no point.
No, that's really good. A lot of people don't think about, they think, okay, if I can just about break even, where I'm not, but things come up. Buildings have issues sometimes, homes, and all that sort of stuff, and then they got to dig into their pocket, and all of a sudden that even cash flow becomes a negative cash flow, and maybe they're looking at long term, but if you got to watch your money now, that's almost a fairy tale to get to that long term sometimes.
Yes. And that's a big reason a lot of people don't go into investment real estate is they don't know how to do it. They don't know the proper way to do it, how to make money at it, how to avoid making mistakes. And that's why we do this.
Okay.
Because we want investors to come to us, especially somebody new, and we actually help them work through getting their first tenant into the property and make sure that they make money. And we're available for free for consulting at any point after that once you've been a client.
Really?
Yes.
So that's part of the service you offer?
Yes.
How's it working for you?
Really good.
Yeah?
It's been a very positive experience. I've just amazed at the clients I've brought in that have been able to convert, really bad investments that, say, a financial broker got them into, convert that into something that's actually providing money and growing in value, and
feels pretty good, doesn't
yeah,
it? Yeah.
I really enjoy seeing people in a much better situation after they've worked with me than they were before.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
All right. Every business has a story. Do you have a story like that one particular client that, you really hit a home run on or something like that?
Actually, it was just recently, maybe 6 months ago, shortly after I opened the business, I had a client come to me, and he had inherited quite a bit of money when he was younger. He was maybe 10 years ago. He inherited a lot of money. Went to his family's stockbroker and said, I don't know what to do with this. I'm ignorant to all this stuff. And the guy put it all into a traditional IRA, even though the guy was in his 20s, in one giant lump sum. It was just a terrible move, not a smart move. And put him into some kind of actively managed fund. And the guy, after the market crash in 2008, even though it's recovered beyond that point, he still doesn't have as much money in his account as he did before the crash, which means it's a bad investment. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was able to take a big chunk of that money. He bought him 2 properties, helped him guide him through getting the tenants in there, and now he's actually getting cash from every month, and they're worth more than when he bought it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
This guy's he's gonna be a star player, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
That's great. Right now, what would you tell someone watching that's thinking about investing? Talk to them. Tell them what you'd say.
I'd say I know that it's a complicated process. I know it can be difficult, and that's why we're here. We're not here just to facilitate your transaction. We're here to provide guidance.
Okay, Scott, how do I get a hold of you?
You can go on the web at www.venturefresno.com.
Venturefresno.com.
Venturefresno.com, or you can call me at area code 559-916-5932.
Well, Scott Meadows, sounds like a heck of a service you're providing.
Oh, thank you.
All you future real estate investors, this is the guy. And all you real estate investors that are looking for someone that'll look out for you, this is the guy.
Yeah.
Scott, thanks for being on the
All right,
show.
thank you for having me.
Take care and good luck with your
Yeah,
business.
thank you.
All right, we'll see you when we come back.